what the situation was. So, in a nutshell, Keemstar says to me that he has an idea for a show. All right? This is not what a lot of people thought it was. A lot of people thought that he wanted me involved in some kind of weird content creator celebrity boxing event. That's not what it was. I guess that's something else he is doing or was doing and it failed or something. I don't know. I don't follow the guy. I don't fucking care. But it wasn't that at all. Okay? It was something different. Okay? And it had something to do with a show he wants me to either host or be heavily involved with. It wasn't clear. Okay? He's saying that he wants to pay me $50,000 as a sign-on bonus for this show. Okay? That's all I know. That's literally all he said. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know if I want to be involved. Can you give me details? Let's talk. No. I want to have a phone call with you to talk about it. Now, immediately that hits a red flag for me. Why? Because this guy wants to do a phone call for a good reason. Because he doesn't want to have anything in writing, right? If someone wants to have a business dealing with you, they're going to do it in writing so that there's evidence of what they said and it can be referenced later. He wants to have a phone call with me so that we can talk and he can say shit that later on he can claim he never said. I'm not stupid, okay? I mean, really, honestly, I'm not born yesterday. I know how people are. I know that's why he wants a phone call. This has happened to me in the past when I used to talk to contacts at Machinima, contacts at Curse. They would literally say, oh, let's not talk here. Let's have a phone call so that later on they could claim that the phone call didn't happen or didn't happen that way. Now, Swaggin says phone calls can be recorded. You're right, except that's wiretapping. And unless you talk on both ends and agree to people recording it, it's actually completely illegal in the United States to record a phone call and then use it as evidence of anything. It's not submissible in court, and it's actually a crime depending on what state you live in. Okay? So, I know why he's doing this. I'm not stupid. All right? So I say to him, listen, why can't we just talk about it here? We're already talking. In this DM on Twitter, we're talking. Why can't you just give me the data now? Tell me what the show is. Tell me the criteria. Tell me how you want me involved. Tell me the pay. Tell me all of it right now so we can know what we're talking about. No, I want to have a phone call. Why are you dicking me around like this? Let's just have a fucking phone call. And he's talking to me like this too, like he's swearing, and he's being completely unprofessional in the way that he's handling this whole thing. Now I'm like, no, wait a minute. He wants to enter into a business arrangement with me, but he wants me to reach out to him in order to even talk about it. Then he doesn't want to put any of it in writing. He only wants to talk on the phone. Right. Already there's several red flags that are coming up in this process that are saying you'd be fucking stupid as shit and crazy as fuck and desperate as hell to get into any kind of a business arrangement with this gentleman. Okay? So, even then, just for the fact that I said, let's at least give the guy a chance, because I've never had any personal relationship with this guy before. Let's have the phone call. All right? So, I basically talked to him and I said, all right, here's the deal. I'm a busy streamer. I have double streams every day. On my day off, I'm not available because I spend it with my wife. So, here's when I'm available. I'm available at this time and this time, this time and this. I gave him slots of time that he could call me to have this conversation. In fact, that first day, I sat around during my break ready to answer the phone if he called me because I was under the impression he wanted to talk right away and was going to call me. He did not call me. Again and again and again at the times that I was available, he didn't call me. Okay? All of a sudden, he starts calling me randomly at times that I'd never told him I was available, like during my streams. One day I'm sitting here and I look, missed call, it's him, he's calling me in the middle of my fucking stream. I told him I wasn't available and I was available at certain times. Why are you not calling me when I told you I'm available? All right? Then all of a sudden, I don't hear from him again. I'm like, all right, maybe it's over with. Then he comes into my stream about 2 weeks ago, and he's like, Phil, when are we going to talk about business? Phil, why are you like ghosting me about business? I was like, Keem, I don't know what you're talking about. I really have no idea what you're talking about. It's not what happened. You said you wanted out. You refused to talk in a DM. You wanted a phone call. I told you when I'm available for phone calls. You still haven't called me during those times. Instead, you insist on calling me when I'm always busy working. So, that was it. And then I didn't hear from the guy again for several, weeks. All of a sudden last night, out of the blue, Keemstar comes on my Skyrim stream, of all streams, right? The stream that has like the least attendance or whatever. He comes on my stream and he starts insulting me. Oh, so you will beg your viewers for income, but you won't take $50,000 for me to be on my show. What's your problem, Phil? Why won't you take my call? I'm like, so I literally said on my stream, so should I ban you now or later? Because nothing's going to come of this good. You're on my stream derailing it and talking shit. How should you think I'm going to handle this? Do you think this is going to be a positive outcome for you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to use your brain. Now, I just want you to think about every interaction I've now had with this guy, okay? Years ago, he makes fun of me on his drama alert, okay? Then I don't hear from him for like 5 years, 6 years. No contact at all. He makes a public posts about me saying I'm going to be on a podcast he's never spoken with me about ever, okay? He complains that he's blocked on my Twitter. I unblock him on my Twitter after he demands that I do so. And then he demands that I DM him, even though he's the one who wants to reach out to me for a business opportunity. He demands I DM him. It's like some weird power thing for him. You come to me because I am the high and mighty Keem, so you come to me. I know I don't reach out to anyone. You come to me, right? It's like a power play or something weird in his head. Figure that one out. Get a psychiatrist involved in that one. I'm sure they'll definitely tell you about the complex this guy probably fucking has in his head, okay? And then, when we finally talk, he refuses to tell me what he's talking about. He wants to have a phone call. So I tell him when he can call me, and he won't call me at those times. It's like, if ever you could get red flags involved in a situation, I think I had about 14 of them at this point, right? So I want absolutely nothing to do with this guy. Like, seriously, nothing. If I never heard about Keemstar ever again in my life, I would still have heard about him too much. I don't care about this man. I don't care about the kind of content he makes. I don't care about the drama he creates around himself. I don't care about the pain and misery he causes others to make a buck. All right? He insulted me multiple times on the internet. In fact, months ago, someone had asked me about him on the internet, and I made a comment saying I don't like him and the kind of content he makes. And he made a comment on his Twitter, a video, saying that I'm at level 1. I'm poor, and I'm at level 1 as a content creator. I never got past level 1. I never beat the first stage. While he's up there rich, living in mansions, driving his fucking Ferrari and shit, right? This is the shit that he says about me publicly. Yet then he wants to have a business arrangement with me. Like, what? Right? So here's what I have to say. And this is how I'm going to end it. I promise you this, everyone. I will promise you this. I will have no further involvement with this man. As of right now, this is a statement I'm going to make. All right? It's going to be the final statement I have to say on Keemstar. I don't care what drama he tries to bring up as a result of me saying it. I don't care if he talks about me on Twitter and he makes his little fucking video shits to himself. I don't care what he does. The guy, go on, have your life. Leave me the fuck alone. All right? However, here's what I will say. It doesn't matter in life, all right, how much money you have, how much popularity you have, whatever you have. All that shit is superficial, right? It's all superficial. What matters in life is that you, through your actions and through the legacy you leave behind, all right, you feel like you've done something positive. At least for me, in my life, that's my goal. When I die, I want to be able to say, I did something good on this planet, all right? I left something behind that helped people, that put a smile on someone's face, that did something nice, right? That maybe people, even though there's people out there who absolutely hate me, hopefully there's enough people who I've helped somehow with the legacy that I've left behind that it improved someone's life situation in some possible way. Certainly there's things that I've done over the years that have not done that, but I like to think that overall in the 14 years that I've made content, all right, that at the very least, there's people out there who feel like what I've done has meaning for them. Positive meaning, not negative meaning, that I've derided people and made fun of people and it hurt others, but that what I've done is basically something that, you know what I mean, that helped out overall in the grand scheme of things. Okay? And that's all I care about. Really. I don't care about the glory. I don't care about the popularity, the celebrity, the money. How many times over the years have I told you guys I had all these opportunities to sell out, especially when I was a big YouTuber back in the day, and I had way more popularity than I do now. I had all these opportunities to completely sell out like lots of other content creators have. How many content creators do you constantly see them playing games early, getting the early access, plugging the shit out of a game, having to put hashtag ad in all their content? I was in that group that I could have done that. I refused. I said I want to make meaningful content for my audience. And guess what? Direct result of those choices have put me where I am today. Every week I tell you guys how money's tight, right? And I'm honest with you guys. It is. Every week my money is tight here. Currently right now, the reason that I'm still financially in a hole is because I owe tons of back taxes to the federal government that I'm trying to slowly pay off, but it's going to take me a long time to get to a point where I'm not like that anymore. It sucks. And that's because of the choices I've made. Now, I could have made a lot of sellout choices over the years that would have put me in much better financial position. But I didn't do those. I felt like I was doing the right thing. Okay? $50,000 is a lot of money. Right now, if I got $50,000 for something, it could be life-changing. I'm not exaggerating to tell you, if I made $50,000 right now, I could immediately get rid of that financial burden that's on my back. The back taxes and all of that. It would put me in a much better financial position moving forward. I'd have a safer future and more secure future for my family. Okay? I'm just being honest and transparent with you guys. It would help me out tremendously to take a payday like that. All right? But when I sat down, I thought about it. And by the way, it's not just me making these decisions. It's always a family effort between myself and my wife. I want to make that very clear. I'm not someone who feels like I'm the guy in charge and I'm the big shot and I need to make all the decisions around here. Every choice is between the two of us, because that's what happens when you're married. You share your life and you share your responsibility. So when this was going down, I told Kat about it the entire time. We had these conversations. And we came to the conclusion together that despite the fact that $50,000 could help us dramatically, it would put us from the, what do they say, from the red to the black. It would get me out of this back debt that I can't catch up on and pay. And it would put me back in a place where now we could look at positively to the future. Fuck, $50,000, we could probably go on a honeymoon, which we didn't get when we got married 3 years ago. We could probably improve everything of this business. I could immediately buy a new PC, upgrade my setup and all that, right? That's a lot of fucking money. So it's a serious thing to consider, even if you hate the fucking guy who's involved in it, who's claiming he's going to give it to you, all right? But I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry. I have to think that there has to be something to be said for standing by your guns, sticking to your guns, and sticking by your morals, all right? Yeah, if I did business with Keemstar, I'd feel dirty, man. I would feel like I took blood money. Like, this guy's money is made on the misery of others. Literally, the content he puts out is harmful. Every piece of content that's drama, that's hearsay, that's rumor, slander, defamation. Multiple people over the years have come out and said the things he have done have concretely hurt people. He doesn't take mental illness seriously. He said things and got stories wrong that hurt people's reputations. So why the fuck would I want to be involved with this guy, right? Even if it's life-changing in a positive way for me and my family, why would I ever want to get wrapped up? And by the way, it really is a rabbit hole that once you fall down it, you probably can never get back out of. Because if I got involved with this guy in any kind of a capacity, it could negatively affect me and what I do here on a daily basis, right? It could. It could be that we can't have our fun personal streams anymore. That this all gets lost because now there's so much drama on the internet around me and the stuff that I did with Keemstar. That's all anyone cares about or talks about. And I don't want that. I love what I do for a living. I love you guys that come to my streams every day and we chill and we have these fun personal conversations. And I know you guys love me and what I do because you wouldn't support it if you didn't.